Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even and mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm in the bank and I want all my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models, this is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Getting, yeah, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it, got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn up. Pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long, I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo! What you mean? Woo! And now just a so with the what you mean? Woo! Hold up, whoa, with the what you mean? Woo! Hold up now. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl. Wait. You tell the that I'm in the bank and I want all my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call the feds. I just bought a cost an arm and leg. My mama told me take it back and get a job instead. Where's your common sense? Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw a hissy fit. Call up Cassie after she broke up with Diddy, yeah. I told Shorty if she talking, and she gon' call her friends up and we did, whoa. I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go top 4 for bridge. My black boys like boys that knock off your lid. I thought y'all gon' pop off, so hop off my. What you mean? I said, what you mean? Woo! Listen, I don't trust her soul. No, I said, what you mean? Whoa. I said, what you mean? Woo! You thought it was finished, you thought it was over. You thought it was tired, you thought it was fishing with Colby. I'm still as ill as considered as one of the coldest. Still a put a partner rapper here like Moses. I'm throwback like a molar roller. I'm cooler than a cup of yogurt. Black flag boy, truck soldier. I'm cool with laws and Ayatollahs. Rap god, Cyclops and Ogre. I'm King Kong, ain't nobody told you. You think road still. And Bobby Brown about to go get. Paul McCartney, I'm rich. I'm Muhammad Ali, I talk. I'm James Brown, about to tear down this. I'm Michael Jackson, some bad as bag, gon' get. What you mean?
I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Chiefs coming in at 5-1, going up against the Browns, who come in at 6-0.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be taken about the 12. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. try and start this drive in the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Anderson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now.
He'll drop to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They're going to look to throw. There he goes inside the 30. They complete it to Hill. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw, and unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
This passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Here we go. Flag round.
In motion goes the tight end. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go. Grand 38.
On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. They'll set up a throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now back to throw. He's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Extra point forthcoming. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. What a great play and tackle. As a strong safety, you know what you're taught? That you are a hybrid player. You've got to be able to play the pass back deep, but especially the run up close, almost like a linebacker. And on that play, he took care of every responsibility.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Here we go now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning. And now here's a carry heading left. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arrowhead after this. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And he'll give it here to his running back. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Let's round. Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? Ohio.
Back to throw. left side complete. It's Nash. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They go play action here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's complete, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On the ground, this is Ware. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Second down following the run. Back to throw here. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The kickoff unit is out this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Harris has it over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And now a first down following that long gain. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. Going for the deep ball. The swing pass caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They run it here. Ware. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding some room at midfield. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And now here comes Kansas City. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. So the offense has it 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harris. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. Give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Let's go.
Goes to Ware on the screen. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here we go now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. That's caught right side by Anderson. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this Browns defense stands tall. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. Second down, 9 yards to go. Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A handoff as they run the counter play. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll set up a throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This will be caught at about the 5.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
All right, here we go.
They'll drop to throw. And going deep for Hill. They've got his man complete. A big play there for KC. 43 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Demetrius Harris, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Ohio! Here we go! 190!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So they're operating in the red zone.
Come on, let's go! Fans 38, let's round! Let's round! Let's bring it! Come on, let's go! Let's bring it! Let's bring it!
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
They're feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That one goes for 24 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football.
A little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll leave this for Ware. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Back to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll look to throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
All right, here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Anderson. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. But they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 2nd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit, maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Hurry up, here we go. 3.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Blue line it. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they will line up now for the two-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And this looks to probably be the final play.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are...